Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be walking you through the build process of the new shop. So this is a 50 by 60 enclosed building with a 20-foot gable extension. So my family and I, we built this over the past year. I mean, we're still doing a little bit of work on the inside, but on the outside it's mainly done. So what I mean by family is my great uncle, my dad, my mom, my sister, my grandpa, and we've been working hard at this for the past year, and it's finally done. So this building has two service doors, one on this side, one on the front side, has two 10-foot doors, and since we have 16-foot walls, we're able to get a 14-foot tall main door. So we can basically fit whatever we need to inside this shop. So let's start talking about the building process. So obviously, the first thing about building a building is where you're going to put the building. So right here, we had a little turnaround right here on the original concrete. So we thought it'd be perfect to just come right off of it, and put the building right here. And basically before, this is just a pretty steady downhill all the way down to the backwoods back there. So basically we got a laser level and we just started shooting lasers and putting stakes in. So to make it level, we had to put in 3 feet worth of dirt at the very back over here. So we had to move a lot of dirt, and all that dirt came from right here. So basically, we just got the two Kubotas out here, just tilled it up, scraped it up, and just started dumping loads from the back forward. I'll show you some videos of us putting all this dirt right here to level this all out.
Breaking ground on the shop. Tucker's on Grandpa's tractor. The big one. Big G's on our little one with the tiller. Gonna rework all the drainage and the grades for good drainage, and build us a shop pad.
So when we got all the dirt work done, it was time for the concrete guys to come out and start pouring. So with that, it's just a 50 by 85 pad. This is 5-inch pour right here, this approach, and all of this gable extension right here is a 5-inch pour, and everything in between this 14-foot door and back is a 5-inch pour. And I'm not gonna go all the way back because there's a tractor behind me that y'all don't know about yet, so y'all have to wait till the next video to see that. And while the concrete guys were starting their work, we ran a water line over to the shop. So basically what we had to do is we had to cut out this piece of the concrete to run the PEX. So we also let them re-pour this little section as well. There's a well house around the corner of the house, that we tied into. So then we got our building on May 2nd, 2025. And then, of course, the next thing is to build it. The first thing to do was to put up the columns. So basically, my grandpa had a good idea of making a cradle to put these columns in. It's like a 2x6 and 2x4s, and then strap it in on the bucket of the tractor. So basically, you're able to get under them, pick them up, and set them right down on the base plates. And then after that, it's time to do some girts and some eave struts and all that stuff.
They've never hit it before. Oh yeah, he made it.
Just did.
Easy. What you think, Skid?
You owe them.
playing. This is a work site. Ain't no playing on the work site. Threatening to storm, but Tucker and Harley got a shop to build. They're busy building a shop. Oh boy. Now we got Harley driving. Tucker done taught her how to drive. Big old shop. I made a mistake. I labeled these door jambs. Labeled that one J3, so we put it in that spot. But we're about to put the eave strut up here, and looking at our lineup, see them holes? They're not level. The eave strut is on an angle, and those holes are at the wrong angle. That one goes over here, and that one goes over there. Oh well, we get it right.
So next thing to do is to put up the rafters. So these things, you're supposed to, of course, put them together and then lift them up in between the columns. So that's a 50-foot span, 1,200 pounds. So we did not have machinery for that. So we had to rent a big SkyTrack. There'll be a picture of what we got whenever in the photos in the slideshow. So basically, we had to put all these up, and my dad was on one side with an extension ladder, and his friend was over on the other side with an extension ladder, and we got these things up in one day.
Tucker learning how to drive his machinery for the weekend. He's got to make all these lifts. Got to lift all the rafters into place.
up here today.
Yes, it is.
Okay, Tucker, hold up.
Need to go higher.
Everything is better here now.
We got all the purlins up. Now it's time to straighten everything up so we can put tin on it.
One more angle brace left. It's an FB3 and it says it's 2 foot 6 inches and a 64th. Two foot 5 inches and a quarter. That's not 2 foot 6 inches and a 64th.
And at the beginning of this project, we were thinking we were gonna sheet this whole building. But we quickly thought different of that. I don't know, putting up 25-foot sheets up on the roof with a scissor lift did not sound like a smart idea. So we let the professionals do it. And then, you know, they put in the doors, the gutters, they did all that. And we ran into one problem up here. So basically, the place that we bought this building from, they have a 1% plus or minus range for the angles on their rafters. And on the front here, both of these were, you know, 1% off the same way. So it dropped that front down, that top, quite a bit. So basically what we had to do is we had to go up there to loosen it and shim it up, because this was like 3 inches or something lower. So the guy that was sheeting it said if you were pulling in the driveway, it would stick out like a sore thumb with this sagging compared to all the rest of the building. So it was gonna be about time to get this thing sheeted, but we didn't want no just red iron gable extension. So my uncle came out and helped us spray this all black to match the trim, and it turned out great. They did the columns, the rafter, the very front rafter, and all those purlins.
Axe, go look in the red box.
Been ready to paint. The next job was to get power to it. So we got several houses around here. We got plenty of power lines. So we were thinking to go off that one off in the distance over there. But the problem is you'd probably end up with two poles, one in our front yard and one right here. That would get in the way. So basically, there's one all the way over there for my great uncle's house. And so we took the power from there, put up a new pole, and ran it to the building. And in another video, I'll go into what all we've done inside the building, because we're not quite done yet. So, you know, I'll go through all the electrical that we did and stuff like that later in another episode. So stay tuned for that. Well, that's the full process of building this shop from start to finish. I hope y'all liked this video, and thanks for watching. And stay tuned, because we're still making progress.